any issue working with OSC.
Who is Steve Colon?
I do believe Steve Colon is presently acting in a different capacity, but he used to be in the Office of Chief Counsel.
He was the Assistant Chief Counsel under Francine Kerner, correct?
Yes, sir.
And he was detailed to head, this is what's absolutely stunning, he was detailed to head the TSA Office of Professional Responsibility, correct?
Yes, sir.
Let me put up an email that he wrote. I'll read this to you. Jeff, if you can join us, I'd appreciate it. Sorry. I'm done being conciliatory with the OSC. They have been a nightmare to deal with for the employment advice folks. If they want war, they got one, unless the evidence stinks. You can go ahead and put that down. Does that sound like a responsive TSA to the OSC?
No, sir, it does not.
Did you fire him?
Oh, no, sir.
Are you going to fire his butt?
No, sir.
I wouldn't. I'd fire that guy. And you know what? Until you clean house with the legal folks in your agency, you're going to have a lot of problems. That is not the kind of attitude. We're going to go to war with the OSC? You're familiar with the law? You're familiar with the code that comes out of the OPM regulations? You can tell me it's all rosy, but when your chief legal counsel, who's been there since the inception, has saying there's no legal obligation, she is not abiding by the law.
Mr. Chaffetz, please let me leave you with no doubt to the matter. That is unacceptable.
Then what are you going to do about it?
He has, I do believe, already been disciplined, but we will look into it.
And you're going to tell us what that discipline is?
Yes. Please understand, sir, that the counselors that work for us also report through the department, so I have to work this out with the department.
And you know what? You talked about the culture. We get culture reports, and DHS routinely is at the bottom of the heap. I mean, they take the 320 agencies out there, and guess who's at the bottom of the bottom? Homeland Security, TSA, Secret Service. We deal with it, but there's a common denominator. Okay, the common denominator is Homeland Security. In order to enrich the culture, you have to have confidence that when something goes awry, there is a fair and honest hearing of that information. And if you have a whistleblower who believes they've been retaliated against, we need a fair arbiter to come in and look at the facts, all of the facts. You're not providing those facts to the OSC. And every employee knows it. They know the deck is stacked against them, and they don't get a fair reading. And you know what? If you want to change that culture, people have to be confident that whether you're at the top of the food chain or the new employee who's just going to work at the TSA, if something goes awry, you're going to get a fair hearing. Doesn't mean we presuppose the conclusion, but when the OSC, the fair independent arbiter here, doesn't get all the information, guess what? You can't look anybody in the eye and tell them that they had their case heard out. Of all those things I just said, what would you disagree with?
So I would not disagree with you that a fair and robust investigation into a person's allegations should be conducted. Just as the whistleblowers have rights, the allegations are made against another employee, and they have rights too. So the due process must go through. We must follow through on the process. I agree with you on that.
Ms. Lerner, your perspective on that?
You know, when we talk about changing the culture, there are a lot of things that an agency can do, but you know, by cooperating with OSC, by providing these documents, that could really help. You know, I think that there's just some misinformation that may be going on, and we can hopefully clear that up. But, you know, whistleblower protections are key. Other things could help, too. I think the full protections of Title V applying to TSA would be very helpful so that there's more of a feeling of fairness in employment action, so that hiring decisions and promotion decisions are perceived as fair. But I think first place to start is where the protections already lie, is with.
I want to recognize Mr. Comer, but I got to go through this. In fact, let me do that. and then go through this list of things that I need you all to provide. Let's yield back and let's now recognize Mr. Comer of Kentucky.
Hi, this is Sharon reporting from Bad News Media. Thanks for subscribing to our channel and giving us a thumbs up. We really appreciate your support. Please feel free to leave us a comment and share this video with your friends. Thank you.